Deconverted Man here. Today I'm going to be looking at a video from Bible Thumping Wingnut. Will Bible Thumping Wingnut produce a logically coherent argument in his video? Let's find out.
Atheism tells me, and Richard Dawkins wrote it in a book, that because human life has come together by unguided evolution, it is unlikely our view of the world is accurate.
So atheism doesn't say anything in regards to anything other than one doesn't believe in God. So that's a straw man. We have an appeal to authority by name-dropping a famous atheist who is an authority type figure, but he is not speaking for all atheists or atheism, so it's just erroneous. It doesn't matter what he said. And finally, we have consequential argumentation suggested by, oh, if this is true, then blah, and we shouldn't believe it because of that. I think it's highly suggested here, and I think it is warranted to list that as a fallacy.
Richard Dawkins actually said that. I can't believe atheists believe. If you're a reductionist, then you must also be a materialist, reducing your beliefs and reasoning to the physics and chemistry of neurological structures. I got a big question for you. I got a question. If in the end, your thoughts, reasoning, theories, and belief are the result of nothing more than motions of atoms in your brain produced by unguided, random, mindless process, why would you ever believe them? Why would you ever believe them?
This is an appeal to consequence as well as a loaded question. The loaded question is not answerable. If you answer the question, you accept the premise in the question. The premise is that you can't trust the natural brain. If you accept that premise and then you try to answer the question, you've already lost. The appeal to consequence is that if our brains are natural, then you can't trust it, and therefore they can't be natural because we want to be able to trust it. It's nothing more than an appeal to consequence. The real problem is that this just denies reality. That's really the problem here. The logical fallacies put aside, this just outright denies reality. If you're saying that we can trust our brains if they're not from the natural world, I guess what you're saying is that our natural brains are from the supernatural world. But then how does that explain mental problems that people have? It doesn't. The natural world and the natural explanation does. The supernatural explanation does not. And in fact, because you have failed to provide an argument for that, I'm going to go ahead and include failure to provide an argument as a formal fallacy as well.
It's like somebody sitting on a branch of a tree and cutting the branch off that they're sitting on.
No, it's nothing like that at all, and so we have a false analogy. And he's continually referenced this particular false analogy all throughout his video. So I've gone ahead and just counted the number of times he's played the clip of the people sawing through the branch, every individual time he's shown that clip, and added those numbers together, and that's the number you now see on your screen.
Atheism actually undercuts the scientific endeavor. This
outright lie. Well, it's been some time since I've seen you. How are you doing, logical fallacy, outright lie? I'm doing fine. How about you? I think I'm losing my mind watching this video. Well, you should stop watching it then. I can't. I'm not done with it yet. Back to the video.
atheism actually undercuts the scientific endeavor.
Hey, I'm back. Did you miss me? I didn't even have enough time to miss you. You weren't gone for that long. Oh man, I'm talking to logical fallacies. This is not good. On with the video.
Argument that says rationality came from irrationality does not even rise to the dignity of an intelligible delusion.
This is an argument from ignorance. I don't understand how this works. I don't understand this argument. Therefore, the argument fails. But where are the premises to the argument? You haven't shown us those premises, and you haven't attacked those premises. Merely saying that it doesn't make sense is not an argument.
Christianity tells us the reason science is possible, the reason I can understand the universe by my human intelligence, is because the same God that created the universe is the same God who's responsible for the human mind. God created all things. God created all things. Jesus Christ is the creator of all things. He's the crucified creator, and he's coming back. Are you ready?
Our grand total today is 23, with an additional possibility for 24 because he began to make a logical fallacy and then he cut himself off mid-sentence. I wasn't really sure what to do with it, so I just ran with it as if it was a fallacy, but I added the question mark because who knows? It's kind of a fallacy, but I don't know. I tried to inject some humor into this video as well. I hope you enjoyed that, and if not, it's fine. All that really matters is the logic. Did he make a logically coherent argument? No, he did not. As such, we must be skeptical of his conclusions. And unless or until he makes a logical argumentation, we must continue to be skeptical of his conclusions. And now a special word from my stuffed cat Fluffy.
Read a book, people! Read this book!